Welcome back, guys. What you're about to see is ordinary men and women request the judge to declare whether he was acting under his oath of office. The judge refused to say whether he was acting under his oath of office and was immediately placed under civil arrest. The government have requested that YouTube remove this video. Therefore, do as I have done, download it. I use KeepVid, and if I want to download a lot I use a mass downloader called TubeMall. Then re-upload it. We must get the message out that these courts are unlawful. So, thanks for watching, and please take care.
So I don't actually carry down with me the royal warrant. I am duly sworn in. I've asked you twice, so you are Roger Hayes. You're not. I would like to read this to you, sir. And can I establish this court? Can I establish the legal question before that? No. I'm afraid I must ask you to let me. So you have right to the audience in a court. I declare it by the court. You still are defined for all the responses. I intend to answer that in this is Lord Bishop, the Attorney General of the country. Was that the case where there was an issue outside the news or they kept interrupting? Was that the case where there was it was outlining the various ways in which dual administration of justice might be taken? First, the dual administration of justice requires first that all citizens should have the unhindered access to the constitutionally established court of criminal or civil jurisdiction. The determination of disputes, as is their legal right and the liability. Secondly, that they should be able to rely upon obtaining in the court the judgment of a tribunal which is free from bias against any party and whose decision will be based upon those facts only that have been proved evidence produced before it in accordance with the procedure adopted in court of law. And thirdly, that once the disputes will be submitted to the court of law, they should be able to rely upon them there being no usurpation by any other person of the function of that court to decide it according to the law. Conduct which is calculated to prejudice any of these requirements or to undermine the proper confidence that they will be observed in the contempt of court. Sir, I am obliged to arrest you for contempt of court being expressed at
Who's that man? Sorry, I'm getting that. Where's Bud? Yeah. Cheers, mate. Good man. Just gone crazy. We arrested the judge. Your police are acting unlawfully. You are unlawful. Are you on your own today, sir? The lawful arrest. When was your attestation, sir? You guys are fucking around. People power. If they believe you've done something wrong, we're fighting this court over. It's our right. We're fighting in the name of the court. They must believe you've done something wrong. Well, no. There's been nothing wrong today.
I want to see clerk and judges be preferably strung up.
So if you want to come with us, feel free. Be part of the crowd. I'm sure people would like to walk alongside you guys. Okay. And if you see anything and you want us to deal with it, just let us know. Basically what's happened is the British courts are treasonous. They're commercial courts, they're companies, and we do not consent to be governed by them. The judges refuse repeatedly, and we've done this many times. Do you know where the Crown Court is, by the way?
It's actually the county.
The County Court is down here.
It's just
They refuse time and time again after we ask them in court to produce their oath. And so what we're going to do today in this case is, if they refuse to produce their oath, we're going to attempt to create a grand jury of indictment and indict the judges for treason and arrest them.
And this is based on the case of
Roger Hayes, and we're going to do that under Article 61 of the Magna Carta, which is still law in force in this country. So we have the lawful right to do this. Okay, so these great people have come down, many come from all parts of the country, Scotland, Wales, the south, the east, to support Roger in this, because it's time in this country that we take back the control of the government from these corrupt corporations that seek to oppress us by squeezing every last penny they can out of us. That is not what the law is for. We're not a lawless people. We want to impress that. We need the law, but it must be common law. It must be common sense law, and not based around financial gain at all. And that's our point.
I'll come back out as soon as he's told me anything to tell you guys. Says, has anyone got any facts?
I forgot my black cap. Can anybody lend me a black cap, please?
We are absolutely at full capacity in the court, absolutely jammers. We're being as orderly and disorderly as we can in there. Roger's ready to go. We're all set to do what we need to do here today.
They've been served the papers. The judges have been arrested.
We have invited the police to arrest the judge for contempt of court and for treason. The police should do their job. Yes, they should.
Everybody in! Everybody in!
Please come through.
All police are on the house as well.
Come on, all come through. Close the door.
What are you taking them for?
Under your own! Under your own! You're a constable! Act under your own committee! You hate under! You hate under!
We are going to achieve nothing unless you listen. Let's calm down. Now, the constable's at the door. Just ignore them for a minute. There's loosing in it. This has been a peaceful demonstration to this point. It needs to remain so because the minute we say, be quiet.
Tell them to shut up then! Tell them to remain calm! They can't remain calm, the cops... Yeah! Yeah, can the police be calm?
This court has been seized under an ancient law in this country that exists in law today called Magna Carta. Article 61 says that we have the right to arrest a judge who doesn't provide his oath, and the Queen will back us up on that because it's in the Magna Carta, there's still law, and the article says we have the right to seize a court where we deem that court to be unlawful. That is what's happened today, and you are officers in common law, and if you do not respect the common law, which is greater than legal legislation every time, if you read the law books, then you are in breach of the peace yourselves. Do you understand that? And now, if you look at how many court cases will end up out of this and how many witnesses are going to turn up in each one of these court cases, do you really want that? Because we don't. But we'll go there if we have to. Stop! Now, these constables, to the greater degree today, I'm sure you'll agree, have been kind, pleasant, and worked with us, Deborah and Mike, and worked with us today. There's an allegation.
Come on, Raymond, come on, Raymond.
There is an allegation that this man has assaulted this woman. Okay? Now that needs to be tried in a common law court and not a legal court, which is going to be a stitch-up. We know that.
Yeah.
But we need to tell these officers that one of two things can happen here.
We're not even listening to you.
You're not listening. Your name, sorry?
PC, come on.
Because
You're on oath for your work for us.
and you're being filmed. All these people are going to turn up and witness against you. You cannot win a case on equity.
You work for us.
That's your word against how many other people? Did any of these people see this man and see this one?
Yes! Yes! 785, Stay there, Raymond. Hold your ground, mate. Intimidation.
Constables, confirm your oath. I'm not going anywhere till you let him go.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Stop wasting time. Whoa. Get off it.
You don't like it when the law is brought down.
I don't like it at all.
When the shows are being
We can all hear what you're saying.
They come? Yep.
Yes.
very much. Yes, sir. Yes, to leave now, please. Thank you. Just for your safety and the safety of others, sir. Hey, no, sir, come on. I'm not getting this.
The law by not giving us your number. You're breaking the law. And you're wearing an officer's uniform and you're breaking the law.
It was absolutely unreasonable, and the judge refused to present, Roger with that evidence, which is everybody's entitled to. And on the grounds of that, he was quite right to say that this was unlawful and the judge should be arrested. And that can be a public arrest because it's a public court. And at that point, those that tried to arrest him were jumped on by the police, and pretty typically that's when it turned rather nasty. Well, I say nasty, it didn't actually, but the police were doing exactly what one might expect, which is not looking at the broad picture, but merely responding to, their instructions for the day, and applying certain rules of law and disregarding others.
What we do know is that the defendant actually asked for the contract, and there was none. Okay, so there was no contract to perform. Okay, no legal contract. He's within his rights, and we all are, as human beings, to ask for that contract. And he said that if I see the contract, maybe I can consent. He withheld his consent, so therefore he was acting lawfully. At no stage did the person in court actually act unlawfully. It was the officials in that court that actually acted unlawfully.
What happened then?
Well, basically, they would not actually administer the oath. So therefore, he's in breach, and he should be removed. And the people standing here today that are in this square should actually go to the police station and ask to get these officials removed from office and arrested.
So was there a particular case that was being heard today that led to this?
It was withholding council tax lawfully, and there's been 2 other hearings before this.
And so
leading up to that, that's basically all I know.
Do we know what was going to happen today?
It was apparently a bankruptcy proceeding where the defendant was going to be brought into bankruptcy by the claimant, who is the council, right. And the council have got no proof, which they've been ordered to provide to the court by the judge.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
First of all, thank you so much for everything you did today. We actually achieved the objectives that we set out today, which to seize a court under Article 61 of the Magna Carta. We achieved that. We almost arrested a quite slippery treasonous judge, but he got away, the little fish. Okay, as I said from the outset, and as a lot of people who are in the movement, such as John Harris, Veronica and myself, we are not against the police. We need to win hearts and minds with these guys, okay? Because when you take away the uniform, they are exactly the same as us. They are in the same position as us. They have to pay that bloody council tax. They have kids and families, etc. So we need to reach them on a different level. Now, I've been in discussion with the sergeant and the chief inspector here, and obviously they can't make any comments right now. However, we're going to talk further, and that's the first step to a dialogue process. Fantastic. So guys, what we need to do now is, it's coming up to rush hour, we now need to make our way home. We've had a fantastic day. Some of you are going around the pub, I'm going to go there and drink because God, I need one.
Oh, Roger, this is the man himself.
You got my phone?
Yeah, no, I got your phone.
Roger, this lady would like to talk to you. She's from the local paper. Could you do that?
Well done, Roger. Well done. Fantastic, mate.
Thanks everyone for coming.
Oh,
it makes a
it's
difference.
brilliant, Roger.
This dude's a legend.
Hello,
He's trying
legend.
to
How
knock
are
him
you?
out with his thumb and he withstood it all and kept the door shut.
Do you get the story?
I did, yeah, it's up on our website already.
Do you understand what's happened?
Yes, I do now.
Tell me what's happened. We arrested a judge for contempt of court and treason.
Mr. Sinclair just said he didn't manage to get arrested, is that right?
No, well, yes, he was arrested. Yes, he was arrested.
Right, fantastic. Okay.
But he was definitely arrested because I arrested him.
Okay.
And I called on people to assist in that arrest, and then those people lawfully had arrested the judge. What's effectively happened is the judge was released by the police, which is itself unlawful. So we called for the arrest of the police, the chief constable of Merseyside, for his subordinates. The subordinates have acted unlawfully. Okay. So this thing has escalated. I'm in court tomorrow, in the magistrate's court tomorrow, to lay this complaint, to have the chief constable arrested, but also habeas corpus, to have the two gentlemen who were unlawfully arrested today. Okay. So we go from there, gents.
Might I just do a short interview for BBC Radio, if that's okay?
BBC Radio?
Merseyside,
You're
yes.
not interested in this sort of thing, are you? We can never get the BBC to take any notice of what's going on in the real world.
Now. Can I just ask you who to identify yourself first of all?
I'm
please?
Roger Hayes, I'm chairman of the British Constitution Group.
Okay. What's actually happened today then?
Today we arrested a judge for treason and contempt of court.
Fantastic.
What we're finding is it's happening all over the country, that we have got corrupt judges getting away with unlawful acts. Okay, so the people have had enough, and we're putting our foot down, and we hope that the message gets out to the politicians. We have had enough.
So what has this judge done that is allegedly treasonable?
Well, it's a pretty long story, but essentially contempt of court. He has allowed fraudulent documents to be used in the courts. The council are using fraudulent documents to actually get people committed for bankruptcy, whatever. Okay, so in my hearing, I wasn't allowed to cross-examine witnesses. They wouldn't take any notice of my evidence. I had a letter from the magistrate's court that said there was no debt owed, and the judge completely ignored that. So there was a series of things that the judge actually got involved in, which were absolutely unlawful. So today we asked the judge if he was on his oath of office. He refused to confirm he was on his oath of office. That is treason. I asked him 3 times. I then read out from the Diplock case about the miscarriage of judges and so on and so forth. So the bottom line is that we have got judges who are breaking the law in our own courts. Okay. So the message to the judges is get on your oaths of office, stop perverting the court of justice, and get behind the people, because we have had enough.
So when you were in the court this afternoon, you attempted to arrest him, I gather?
We did arrest the judge.
It's a civil arrest?
That's a civil arrest, and I called on people to assist me in that process, and law-abiding citizens did that. They arrested the judge, they detained him in the courtroom. We then called on the police, who actually witnessed the event, to assist in the process. The police, once again, who do not know the law, reacted in completely the wrong way and arrested the lawful people who were arresting the judge. And that's why I've put down laid a complaint that the chief constable be arrested tomorrow, because he's responsible for his subordinates. Okay, so the situation is that we now have lawful people who are in the prison cells. This is a police state. We have got to stop this nonsense now.
But surely people would say that the courts are there to keep justice, to allow us to move freely.
In accordance with the law, in accordance with the law. And I can't emphasise enough, we are law-abiding citizens, and we expect our judges to uphold the law. And the judges are not doing so. They are breaking the law. And I can't make more than that. The bottom line is that they are breaking the law, and they need to start realising that we've had enough.
What do you expect to happen tomorrow morning in the magistrate's court?
We expect the police to do their jobs. We expect them to acknowledge that we are behaving lawfully, and we have asked the police to get on side with the people. We're asking the court officials to get on alongside with the people. We're asking the good judges. We know there's good judges out there. There's 1 or 2 corrupt judges, and we want those corrupt judges closed down. Anything else you'd like to know?
That'll do me fine.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Thank you.
And at long last, I'm
Sorry
pleased
for
that BBC. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for difference.